Hi, I'm Mark Baber, I'm from Sony, and this is the new ZV-1. So here's the ZV-1. It's alongside the HX99 and the RX100 Mark VII. There's only a couple of grams between the RX100 Mark VII and the ZV-1 in weight. So the ZV-1 has a Zeiss lens. So we continue our relationship with Zeiss. It's a 1.8 to 2.8, very fast, very bright lens, 24 to 70 millimeter focal length. You'll see on the back we have a LCD screen and a grip, some mode dials, and also a microphone jack, a micro HDMI, and a micro USB for charging. Along the top you'll see there's a number of buttons, including the defocus button, the record and the mode button, and also a connector for the windshield mic. So the build quality is very good, and you see that mottled effect around the design. There's also a little groove there for the screen. Flip it around to the bottom, there's the battery compartment. It has the traditional BX1 battery and the SD card slot. Also notice there's a tripod mount as well. Turn it back around to the top again, and when you switch on the on and off button, the lens will obviously come out of the camera. Switch it off and it will retract back. The other way of setting the camera up is that you flip open the LCD screen, the 3-inch screen, and the camera lens will open accordingly. So this is the shooting grip for the ZV-1. You can use it for a number of other cameras as well. It is sold separately. It has a wireless remote commander, so it allows you to use the power zoom and take shots from the handle. You can also use it, as you can see in this image, as a tripod. We then have the windshield mic. It is a separate attachment which you find in the box with the camera. I've just taken it off the camera here to show you, and it also then has a dead cap or a windshield protector along the top. The design of this will obviously allow you to reduce the amount of wind and noise and cancellation into the camera. As I turn the camera around, you can see it in situ on the top of the ZV-1. Okay, so I'm now recording with the dead cap, and as you can see here, it's picking up my eye. Autofocus quite easily in video. Wide angle lens seems to be okay. So we're using the grip, and we're videoing my kids out for a walk. We've got the dead cat on, so we'll be testing the sound in this one.
There's Minnie Mouse! Oh yes!
And the ND filter is on. If I now flick. Okay, there we go. See me and my kids. Cars coming towards us. Stabilisation is working okay. Close up. We're on Daddy's shoulders. Say hi to the camera, Archie.
Hi camera, we like this camera.
I can see on the screen. Can you see the box around your eye?
I can.
Yeah, look at that. It's tracking your eye, isn't it?
Yeah.
And your face. Look at that. That's very clever. Press the red button, mate. So a new feature of the ZV-1 is the defocus button. As you can see here, I press the button and the background blurs. Depress it again and you'll see it's a little bit more in focus. Depress it again and it shows you that the background does blur. Also new is the product showcase set. As seen here with my son, you can go from one object at the near and it will focus on the far very quickly. So the ZV-1 has high frame rate as well, and as you can see here, you can select it manual shutter or aperture. I go into the settings, I can choose 50 or 25p, 250 frames a second, which gives you 5 times slow-mo, a 500 which is 10, and 1000 which is 20. So the ZV-1 also has IAF in video, which is only found on a certain amount of our high-end cameras. It actually handles like an alpha camera. It's responsive, it's fast, and it's accurate as well when playing back these videos. And also in stills, IAF is so responsive. It's locking onto my son's eye every time. It picks up the face detection as well, and even when he's moving around, you can see that it's locking on the eye without having to hunt or move away. So let's have a look at that image in more detail. I've got the Image Edge software on my PC, so we're going to have a look at the viewer. And this is the image of my son, just blown up, 100%, and it looks pretty good from this new ZV-1. Like most of our cameras, we can connect the camera to our Android and Apple devices. So I'm just setting up here the image that I took of my son and another image I took later on in the evening, and I'm going to send these images straight to my phone. Now I've got the Image Edge software already loaded on my phone, as you can see here. I'm going to select the icon, find the camera, which is obviously the ZV-1, and allow it to connect. Once it's connected, the image will send straight to the phone. I can then flip down to the bottom of my phone and find the image. I can then zoom in, have a look at it, and if I'm happy with that, send it maybe to an image editing software or maybe onto social media. As well as humans, Animal IAF is now available on the ZV-1. This is my cat, and as you can see very quickly, it picks up her eye. When she's not looking, it will track her, see there, and pick up her eye again when she's looking at the camera. Very responsive. Real-time tracking that you find in our alpha range is also in the ZV-1, which gives this camera great value for money. It locks onto my son when he's not looking and then focuses on the eye. And if I took stills or video from this, I found that the picture is very accurate. So I'm recording outside now with the ZV-1 and straight to the camera, and I'm really impressed with this autofocus on the ZV-1, especially around eye autofocus, both in human and animal. It's very responsive, it's very accurate, and hardly ever missed an eye or face shot in the shot. The real-time tracking as well I'm very impressed with, as you could probably see earlier with my kids. It really locks on accurately and tracks every movement, especially when they turn around and it goes back to eye autofocus and focusing on the face. So we're in the studio and I've got the ZV-1 connected to my PC, recording directly there, and also I'm speaking to the camera directly and recording to the SD card. So if you grade your pictures, you'll be pleased to know that the picture profiles that you find in a lot of our cameras, especially the high end, is in the ZV-1. So you've got hybrid log gamma, you've got S-Log3, S-Log2, and a number of other picture profiles which you'll be able to have some fun grading. Before we see how the ZV-1 performs in low light, let's have a look at the video settings. Of course, this camera shoots 4K and it also shoots full HD as well, and also AVC HD format. It also shoots proxy recording, will do a backup of your high-res files, and also new to the camera is the recording lamp, or what's normally known as a tally light. It's found on the front of the camera, so when you press the record button, the red light comes on. Simple as that. Adding to the settings, you've also got the ability to mark a display. You can also use center, aspect, safety zone and guide frame, and also change the aspect ratio. So you've got some familiar aspect ratios in there that you can be creative with. And as well as that, you've then got the zebra display, and you'll find this on a number of our alpha cameras where you can change the settings accordingly. As well as using manual focus on the camera, of course you have the settings of autofocus modes that you normally find on our alpha range. That's autofocus single, autofocus aperture, and autofocus continuous. We'll just select continuous to give you the full readout of the wide screen. The focus areas are wide, zone, center. You've also got flexible spot, and as you can see here, you've got wide as well as tracking. The defocus button we showed earlier, but I like this mode so much that I've shown it again. You press it, it goes blurry. You press it again, it goes clear. You press it again, it goes blurry. You press it again, it goes clear. It's as simple as that. Right. 302. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So let's go. So that was the ZV-1. I was really impressed with the number of key features with this camera, especially the autofocusing in animal and IAF, and also the real-time tracking. The grip on the front was very good, and the build quality was really good in the hand. Of course, the flip out LCD screen, of course when you open it, it protrudes the lens, and of course when I close it, it closes the camera down. If you're in the market for a camera dedicated to video, then it's definitely a camera to consider. It's also a very good performing stills camera, especially in low light. So the ZV-1 is definitely a camera I would recommend for both video and stills.